All of these are Comfy workflows you can launch in a few seconds or download locally if you prefer that. Just look at this one. Wham, bam, launch done, and we're in. All installed. I'm in, moving around, all ready. No errors yelling at me, and you get free generations every day. Hello, you beautiful people. I'm Seb, and today we're taking a look at Floyo. This is not a sponsored video, but it is something that I am part of building with a team of amazing people. So I am personally invested in this. Do with that what you will. At a high level, this is ComfyUI, but without the setup pain, without the environment drama, and without sacrificing power. It runs fully in your browser, supports both open source and closed source models, well, actually any model to be fair, and it works just as well for solo creators as it does for full production teams. There are some really cool features for professional teams, to be honest. Anyway, you basically skip the setup and go straight to generating and creating. Now, once you've launched Floyo, you're going to be thrown straight into here. So here's the canvas. You have your workflow. I'm conveniently named it my workflow here up top. You can rename it, save as. You can download it. You can open new workflows up in tabs right here. I'm going to close them back down. You have your little floaty bar with all the action. So here you have a run. You can run your workflows. You can select how many generations you want. You have a little focus mode here, for example, if you want to get all the menu items away. And if you look at the left here, you have your run history, you have my files, my workflows, and community workflows. The run history is essentially, well, what you've been generating, or your team if you're in a team workspace. You have a list of all your workflows here. You can actually go back and check what you generated, how long it took. And if you click the little button on the side here, or actually drag your image back into the canvas, you can actually reload a previously generated workflow right in here. The next one, my files, it's essentially just a file browser. You have inputs, outputs. Generally, your outputs go in the outputs folder. We're going to talk about these a little more later in the video. My workflows, which are your locally stored workflows, right? So you can save, have them just for yourself. This is different from publishing, which is the big yellow button top right. Now, if you publish this, it's going to go out on the Floyo webpage. You can either publish to the community, that's for everyone. You can also publish to your team. Now, you can have private password protected pages with workflows too. We're going to look at that in a bit. And the last menu item on the side here is the community workflows. If you click that, you're seeing everything you're seeing on the Floyo front page, but inside of the app. So you can search for a workflow up here. So here's the search bar. You can search for something and click the workflow, and that one loads straight into a new tab. So here we can see another workflow that just loaded straight into your Floyo session. Everything's installed, no errors, it's running great. If you're looking for assistance, down to the right, you have a little chat icon where you can contact support and get some help with the platform. Top right, there's also some quick start videos. You have some documentation if you want to dig into that. But essentially, this is Floyo, and you can start creating. And to be honest, I'm pretty happy with this. I like it. I like it a lot. How to build and run your own workflows on Floyo. Building your first workflow in Floyo is actually very straightforward, and there are three main ways to do it. Option one is you start from a blank canvas. You launch the app, which loads in about 3 seconds. Depends on the day. And you're dropped straight into an empty workflow. From here, you can drag in your own workflow JSON or just double click and start adding nodes manually. Build it, connect it, and hit run, and you are generating. That's it. Option two, start from an existing workflow. Now you can open any verified workflow and run it. The ones you have the little check mark, those are verified to run and work, and they have been tested and are known to run smoothly. From there, you can tweak parameters, add nodes, and experiment freely. It's a great way to learn and get results quickly. Option 3, publish your own workflow directly. You click publish, give it a name, upload the JSON, add a little thumbnail and some metadata, and once it runs successfully, it gets verified. And now it's ready to be shared or reused by you or the community. How to publish a public workflow. Once your workflow runs successfully, you'll see the publish button light up in the top right corner. Now everyone can publish to the community. You'll just use the drop down to switch to community publishing. Once clicking on the button, a window will appear. Name your workflow, add images, some important data, publish, done. How to publish a private workflow. Once the workflow runs, the publish button becomes available. Private publishing is the default. Fill in the details, run it once, and the workflow gets verified and published. How to request missing nodes or models. Now Floyo already comes with hundreds of custom ComfyUI nodes pre-installed, lots of models, and new ones are added daily. If you double click the canvas and can't find the node that you need, you can request it by emailing support@floyo.ai. Just include the name of the node and any repository link and any details you might need. You can also just drag a workflow in that has those nodes, and the dev team will be notified automatically. How to save custom workflows and reuse them. Now saving works exactly how you'd expect. Go to workflow in the top bar and choose save or save as. Saved workflows appear in the left toolbar under my workflows. Save updates the same file. Save as creates a copy. Nice and simple. Just remember, these are saved locally for you, and you need to publish if you want to share them to someone else. Unless you're in a team, of course. How to run multiple workflows in different tabs. Yes, you can run multiple workflows at the same time. Just click the little plus icon to open a new tab and load another workflow by dragging it in or selecting it from your saved files in your left toolbar. Each workflow runs independently and you can switch between them instantly. How to share ready-to-run workflows outside of Floyo. Now, every published workflow includes share options. Either post a Floyo link on any social platforms or simply copy a direct Floyo link and share it to a friend and share it anywhere to anyone. As long as the workflow has the verification checkmark, anyone opening it can run it instantly, no setup required. How to manage files on Floyo. My Files is where all your inputs, outputs, and models live. To access it, click on the My Files icon on the left toolbar, where you'll find folders for inputs, models, outputs, plus community assets you can reuse. You can upload files or full folders, create subfolders, switch between list and grid view, and refresh when needed. Once the file upload finishes and the indicator on the top right turns green, the file is immediately available inside your workflows. How to run open source and closed source models. Now Floyo already has everything pre-installed. Well, not everything, but a bunch. You get access to more than 100 open source models, and the latest closed source models are available through built-in API nodes. No local installs for you, no manual setup. How to use Floyo API nodes. Now, API nodes let you use closed source models and workflows from external providers directly inside of Floyo. So you don't have to set up anything and you don't have to manage multiple API keys. Now, API credits are separate from flow time and can be managed in your API wallet under settings, plans, and billings. To use one, just double click the canvas and search for API or a specific model name like Sora, for example, and just get the node in. Why use Floyo for AI creators? Now, Floyo is built with creators like me in mind. Instead of just sharing a workflow JSON, you can publish fully runnable workflows, complete collections, and structured guides. Think workflows, explanations, all in one place. Everything runs identically for every user. Same models, same nodes, same setup. Your audience just clicks run. And yes, creators can monetize workflows, get featured, and get paid just by building useful stuff. Additionally, Floyo pages can be private and password protected, so if you teach classes or run a Patreon, like me, you can share one link and your students get ready to run workflows. How do I set up a branded creator page? You'll find your creator page by clicking your profile picture. From there, you can customize your avatar, bio, username, add workflows pages, and social links. Your page also shows stats like likes, views, and workflow count. How to create a workflow collection page for my audience. A workflow collection is simply a curated page of workflows. Think of it as your favorite workflows. From your creator page, go to Pages, click the plus, and use the page builder to add description and workflow blocks. You can mix community workflows with your own and publish once you're happy with it. How to publish articles and guides. Collections are just one option. You can also create full articles, tutorials, and guides using the same page builder. From your creator page, go to Pages, click the plus, and use the page builder to add headers, text, galleries, and cover images, and publish like a normal page. How do I password gate my workflows for my private audience? If you want to keep content private for Patreon, for example, classes or friends, you can password protect pages directly. Just click the password button in the left toolbar and set it. How to share ready-to-run workflows with my audience. Every published workflow includes share options. Either post a Floyo link on any social platforms or simply copy a direct Floyo link and share it anywhere to anyone as long as the workflow has the verification checkmark. Anyone opening can run it instantly. No setup required. Now in this section, we're going to talk about Floyo for teams. Why is Floyo great for professionals to use? Beyond creators, Floyo is built for real production teams. It supports private workspaces, shared workflows, shared run history, and enterprise-grade GPUs with no time limits. It's already being used by Hollywood production teams in private beta for nearly a year. How do I invite my team members to my workspace? Inviting someone to your team is very straightforward. Just go to your team settings, open members, enter the email address of the person you want to invite, pick their role, and send the invite. They'll receive an email where they can confirm and join the workspace. Right below that, you can also see everyone who's already on the team, plus any pending invitations. So you always know who's in and who's not. How do I share workflows with my team? Once you're in a team, sharing workflows is basically automatic. Anyone on the team can run any workflow published in the workspace, whether it lives in the workflows folder or it's published on a page or the team homepage. Everything is connected by default, which means no extra sharing steps, no permissions juggling. How to manage team files in Floyo. All team outputs are stored in My Files under the Outputs folder in the left toolbar. By default, everything lands in one place, so you can organize things however you want or your team prefers. If you want outputs to land in specific folders, just name them accordingly in your output nodes using a structure like the one you see on the screen right now, where you have your folder name, / file name, and if you want to do more than just one folder, or you add more slashes. And it's not just outputs. Inputs are shared too. So if a teammate uploads a file under inputs, all I have to do is start typing that file name in an input node like load image, and it shows up immediately. Now I hear what you're saying. Seb, what is all this going to cost me? Well, that depends. There is a free tier, so that's good news for some of you. Now, if you are professional, there are lots of tiers to choose from depending on your needs. So let's look at what you need, right? Starting from the free tier, you get unlimited workflow editing. Everyone gets unlimited workflow editing. You only use up time when you actually generate. So you can open Floyo, build workflows, publish workflows, unlimited. That's all for free, right? You also get 20 minutes a day of actual generation time, so flow time. And that is from you click the run button to when your generation finishes. So if you're doing images, well, 20 minutes of generation time a day, it's quite a lot. Now, if you're doing heavy videos, well, not so much. All instances run on a minimum of H100 GPUs, so 94 gigabytes of VRAM at the very least. Now, if you need more than that, you have the Explorer plan, the Pathfinder plan, and the Trailblazer plan. You can see here, essentially, well, the more you pay, the more generation time you get. So if you look at the Trailblazer one, you get 22 hours a month of generation time. You can always increase that and you know buy credits like all the platforms. But as it's a generation time only and not building time or just having it open, you get a fairly large amount of generation time with that. Bear in mind, this is separate from API credits, as we have to pay those external third parties for the API services, but we're just sending that on. So you gotta pay $10 to 20 a month for the API services, and then you gotta pay $30 to 40 a month for the generation time. So you get a fairly large amount of generation time with that. Bear in mind, this is separate from API credits, as we have to pay those external third parties for the API services, but we're just sending that on. So you gotta fill up your account with API credits if you're using a lot of API connections. You do, however, get some free API credits on sign up, but you can see them here in the list. You're also getting more private storage depending on your plan. So Trailblazer, for example, you get like 200 gigs. You have persistent storage. You can get 99 items in queue. You have 10 team members and 10 team pages, for example. Now, if you need more than that, we have enterprise solutions too. So go check that out. Now, if you're a larger enterprise, we do have priority queues. We can set up dedicated GPUs. So that's all available together with priority support, of course. And as we have worked with larger studios, we have extensive experience in legal compliance, workflow R&D, consulting, studio compliance, everything. So yeah, these features are what make Floyo, a platform that's basically on a mission to get you all the workflows, whether you're into open source, closed source, or a mix of both. Definitely check it out, play around a bit, and if you build a creator page or workflow, there's a very good chance I'll be lurking and checking it out, because I built a platform that I would want to use, and I'm hoping you will too. But to be fair, as long as I can use it, I'm happy. That's it for today. Thanks for taking this tour of Floyo with me, and until the next one, okay, bye!